Happy Sunday, you handsome lot. Hope we're all having a beautiful, or had a chilled weekend. Now, I thought I'd come in today on this Sunday. We're just going to be doing a super chill video. I've got my own car, which is having a bit of a service. It is a 2018 BMW F39 X2 M Sport, the Shadow Edition with all the black trims and one thing and another. I tell you what, the colour of it, the Mersano blue, proper suits this car. Now, I have seen many of them about where they're in the blacks, the golds, the yellows. They just do not look right. But I think this blue really suits the car. So we go ahead and get involved and get the service done. Now, just because this is my own vehicle, it doesn't mean that I'm going to treat it any different to anybody else's vehicle. Now, first thing I'm going to do, because we've got an onboard system, we can have a little look in the iDrive. We go back, my vehicle, go down to vehicle status. We can have a little look, check control, no fault codes, have a look at the little look at the service requirements. The brake fluid is due in September, we'll do that then. Inspection MOT due is in the 11th. Engine oil is not due for another 7,000 miles, but we don't like doing that. The vehicle check again is with the oil filter. Even though we're going to be checking this vehicle mechanically, we're also going to be doing a full system health check on all the diagnostic and all the modules and make sure that the car is 100% healthy and there's no underlying issues. Now, I'm going to be using the launch urine. If we go to smart detection, I can do a high-speed scan. If it's all green, it's good. If it's red, it means we've got faults there or intermittent faults. But we all seem to be looking relatively decent. While I'm still sat in the vehicle, what we're going to be doing is going around all the instrumentation on the vehicle, making sure all the lights are working correctly. Now, all these modern cars, you do get a little bit of a warning to say there's a parking light out or a brake light out or something like that. But that still doesn't mean we don't have to check them. Well, we do. We've got to check them. Everything's working as it should. Indicators, wash wipes. I haven't long put new wiper blades on it. Tell you what, they were bloody expensive. We're also going to be checking seat belts, making sure that they're retracting properly, plugging in, and also opening the doors from the inside and making sure everything is working as it should. Now let's get on to the exterior of the vehicle. All the lights are on, hazards on, making sure that all the headlamps are secure, fog lights are working if they're fitted. Make sure that there's nothing hanging off the vehicle, I hope not. Make sure wing mirrors aren't falling off, doors are opening on the outside, fuel flap. It's the only time I get to use this car is when I put fuel in it. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same position. But yeah, let's make our way around to the back. Now we're around the back of the vehicle, hazards, fog light, brake lights, also check for your number plate lights. Give it a little bit of a tap, make sure that everything is working as it should. We've got no bad connections. While we're here, we may as well go in the boot and just grab the lock and wheel nut, because we're going to be putting it in the air. Vehicle is now fully raised and I've taken the belly pan off with all the millions and gazillions of screws. 17mm on the sun plug. You can go ahead and get that out. Oh, every time. I've got oil on my hands. Good job I'm wearing gloves. We're going to get the oil drained out now. We're going to just have a little look underneath the car as well. Now what we're going to do, check the vehicle underneath. We're going to be checking the tracker end, dust cover, bottom ball joint dust cover, flexible brake hoses, tyres, and also get the wheels, give them a little bit of a spin and make sure that we've got no cracks or anything like that, because these aluminium wheels on these new cars with these low profile tyres, they have a tendency of cracking. We're going to work our way underneath, making sure that all the plastic trim is not falling off, all the rear suspension, shock absorbers, flexible brake hoses, exhaust, and work our way back down the car, giving everything a little bit of a check. Now with that vehicle half raised, what we can do now is go around and give the suspension and steering a little bit of a wobble, make sure that we've got no play in there, and also check the tyres, the sidewalls, whether we've got any lumps, bulges, cuts, anything like that. Make sure we've got all 5 wheel studs or 4 wheel studs. Check your valve caps. So there's one thing that I do hate, and that is metal valve caps. They look nice, but they are an absolute pain. Give it a shake side to side. Got no play. Up and down. Also give the wheel full lock left to right. Make sure everything is nice and moving freely. And also on a full lock, we can be checking the tyres for cuts and stuff like that. And also we can check coil spring top mount, the condition of the shock absorber as well. Now I was going to take the wheels off it, but I don't think I'll bother because they will be coming off probably in a couple of weeks to have the tyres replaced. Now we can have a little look at the condition of the brakes. The brake pads do seem good. The discs are also perfect. There's a little bit of a lip on it. They are, believe it or not, the original discs on the car. Now this is done, I think about 68,000 miles, but we'll have a little look later on. And also that same procedure on the rear of the vehicle. Give everything a nice little check. I haven't long put rear brake pads in this. And I do use Borg & Beck on my own vehicle. I find that they are good pads and they don't give much brake dust off. Yeah, everything seems in good condition. Let's have a little look at the other side. Perfect. And again, these are the original rear discs as well. Now with all our checks done, we can come back around now, put the new sump plug in. I have talked up to 25 Newton meters. I'm going to be putting the oil filter in, but make sure you give everything a nice little clean. And we are going to be using MAN filters because they are original equipment on these BMWs. And you should all know by now, I do like to use a good quality filter. Right, let's get this oil filter put back in. While we're still underneath the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and change the fuel filter. And as you can see, pretty much did it 12 months ago. I always like to do this car every 12 months, regardless of the mileage. And that way, you're keeping on top of it. None of this 200 million miles service intervals and stuff. Every 12 months, get your cars, well, 10,000 mile, 12 months, get your vehicle serviced. If it says on the dashboard you've got 27,000 miles left, scrap it. 10,000 mile, 12 months. For now, everything underneath the vehicle is pretty much done. We're just going to chuck some fresh oil in it. And get this top. It does take 5.5 litres. I'm kind of glad in a way. This vehicle has its own dipstick rather than all this, oh, wait for 5 minutes, make sure the engine's warm, run up to temperature, take the spare wheel out, put it on the roof, wind your windows down, and your engine oil will be correct. Good old-fashioned dipstick, you can't beat it. Engine oil is topped up to the maximum now because we've had the fuel filter off. Now on these newer diesel engines, it is always best to prime the fuel system. Some cars you can turn the ignition on and off, and some of them you do have to go into, like, say, a special function. Powertrain, diesel electronics, and then we go top right hand corner, fuel system bleeding. Some cars will let you do it on any fuel level, but some cars will only do it when there's more than a quarter of a tank. Anyway, I'm going to do this procedure. Engine is running. I am more than happy. Now, I was going to be doing a gearbox service. Got fluid, ordered the fluid. Now, with all these modern day transmissions, you've got to be super duper careful on what oils you use, and it has to be the right oil. Now, this car did not long after we bought it. It went back to BMW for a replacement gearbox under warranty because it had failed. Now, it has done about 30,000 miles-ish, and I thought, you know what, let's get the gearbox oil serviced because it is a serviceable item. Now, when I've gone to check on all data, because let me put it on Zoomaroonie, because it is a GA8 G45 Asian box, that is the BMW part number that should be listed for this vehicle. Now, when I've looked at the data sheet for that comma, if we just pop it round, it does give you all the part numbers that this fluid is suitable for. I've gone through them all, and none of them is listed there. So, I'm just being a little bit cautious. I'm going to make some phone calls on Monday. Obviously, with it being Sunday, the last thing I want to do is drain the oil, and that not big because I'm not in a position to put a brand new gearbox in this. If it does damage it, you know, got to be careful. And I think this is, you do have to be super duper careful. Anyway, we're going to put the fill plug back in and carry on with the rest of the stuff. Everything now underneath the bonnet is done. Screen wash top tub, brake fluid has been checked over there. We've got no water content in it. I'm happy with that. We will be getting changed in September time, I think. New air filter. Coolant has been checked. Now let's go around to the inside. Change the cabin filter, pollen filter, whatever you want to call them. This was only changed again this time last year, and you can see the condition of it. Absolutely minging. The most. A couple of people, Cooper's Mobile Mechanics, if you don't follow him, give him a follow. He always says that the cabin filter is the least changed item on any vehicle. Now these filters, remember, if these are dirty, it is what you are breathing in. The state of it. Anyway, the filter is located on these, if you don't know. Have you got one of these? It's just by the brake pedal on the left-hand side. There's a little plastic cover that you take off, and there's two of them, one on top of each other. Slide them up, pull them out. Simple as that. Now for the most annoying part is resetting all the information and service lights and iDrives and whatever. See the engine oil is on 35%. We're going to reset that. F1. Does take a few seconds. What have we all done this weekend anyway? Have we all had a good one? That now is being now 100%. We've got brake fluid 6%, which we knew because it's saying it's done in September, and we're going to do a vehicle check, F5, which we have done. Yes, it's in line with the engine oil and filter, we know that. And then we're going to update the iDrive. You know what, right? It's always funny, innit? Like, you've all seen at the beginning of this video, there was no fault codes on this car and no notifications other than the bonnet open. We click over it now. Remote control, battery, please replace. We're going to have to put one of them in anyway, aren't we? My vehicle status. Everything is now... Like, look at that, for instance. 19,000 miles on engine oil. No wonder these engines are failing prematurely. History, service history, as you can see, I've done it all pretty much myself other than BMW. Go to the top one. It was done 72,000 miles and it was last done at 61. So yeah, we are bang on. Near enough 10,000 miles, give or take a few miles. Engine oil, vehicle, air filter, fuel filter, microfilter, all done. Happy. Let's get a key fob battery in it, shall we? Pop the key out the blade. Pop the cover up. You can tell me Mrs. drives a car more than me, all these fluffy things they collect, you know what these women are like. Pop one out. Anybody else get annoyed with opening key fob batteries? There probably is an easier way of doing it, but you know what us blokes are like, just rip it apart. Right. And there we go. That should keep us happy for a little bit. And there we go. That is one service carried out. I'm kind of disappointed with that gearbox. That gearbox oil, it might be the wrong one, the right one, should I say. But according to what I've seen, I'm not happy with the numbers. I'm going to make a bit of a phone call tomorrow morning and make sure that we get the right one. And I'll probably do another service, another video doing it. But yeah, there we go. I'm happy. I'm going to go home now, see me dog, have a bit of a butty and chill for the rest of the day, I think. And you're probably all wondering what that Mustang is for. It's having a little bit of a service, an annual 12-month service. It's been on the channel quite a few times. It's also got a OPF fault as well, and I'm thinking it has melted. I think the centre of it is melted. But yeah, it's another story for another day. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you have, and you've made it this far, like I said, it's just been a chill video, me doing my own stuff. It's peace and quiet, no grinders going off, no hammers banging, no radio on. That's another thing that I like. Peace and quiet. I think a radio on times does my head in. But yeah, if you've made it this far and you've liked it, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I will definitely see you on the next one, because we have got next week a very busy week. Hope you've all had a mint weekend. Take it easy. Let's get it sent.